In this challenge, players start with their racket held at the ready position and bump the ball back to the parent with a mix of forehand and backhand bump to finishes. This activity teaches the player to differentiate between their forehand and backhand. Players begin in the ready position a short distance from the net. In the ready position for this activity, I ask players to hold their racket with the butt cap in line with their belly button and relatively parallel with the court. This allows them to easily transition between the ready and low 5 or cast positions. The parent then points to either the player's forehand or backhand side. If the parent points to the player's forehand, the player moves to the low 5 position. If the parent points to the player's backhand, the player moves to the cast position. Once the player is in the correct position, the parent gently tosses the ball to the pointed side. The player calls out bounce as the ball hits the ground, steps with the appropriate foot, and bumps the ball back over the net to the parent, continuing the swing to end in the forehand or backhand finish. The player calls out hit as they do so, and then returns to the ready position. Allow the player to practice this activity until they can make 4 shots in a row, with the parent feeding a mix of both forehands and backhands, and then begin the challenge. For this challenge, the player must make 4 bumps in a row versus a random mix of forehands and backhands to win the point. If the player misses the ball, hits it too hard, or otherwise does not hit it directly to the parent wins the point. Play until the player beats the parent in a game, and then move on to the next challenge. On future attempts, challenge the player by reducing the time between the point and the throw, eventually removing the point entirely.